the review. A much-needed win for Pakistan after 11 losses that they've seen. This was a fantastic win for them, and the way the things fared for them today, the way they scored 348, and you saw some contributions from the likes of Mohammad Hafiz, who was the man of the match, as well as Babar Azam making that 63, and then England in reply were 334 for 9. Joe Root making 100, as well as Jos Buttler 103 from his 76. In the end, Pakistan winning the match by 14 runs. All right, I've got with me Nasser Hussain and Rambo. Nas, just the kind of win Pakistan wanted, considering the fact that they lost badly against West Indies.
Absolutely, and also considering they lost 4-0 against England. But I thought it was exactly the right side for Pakistan to play after that collapse and that shambles that there was the West Indies game, because all the Pakistan batsmen, most of them, have very fond memories of playing against England recently. They might have lost 4-0, but one thing was for certain, their batting did very well in that series, 360, 350, 340. So when they saw that England attack today on a good pitch, they thought, how are we going to get back into confident ways? By getting a big score, and they were absolutely wonderful today, that batting lineup.
Rambo, Wahab Riaz was a late call to that Pakistan squad. I mean, he was nowhere even near to being in it, and then, he's got the opportunity. What do you make of his performance today?
I mean, this is what you expect from Pakistan. 3 of their top frontline bowlers did not play against England and were least acclimatized and not ready for this kind of contest, but we knew watching him in PSL that he'd bowl those Yorkers at pace, and he'll lower his bowling arm and deliver that fuller length, and he was outstanding. I liked his temperament. I liked the way he operated in tough situations, tough moments, and Pakistan did not lose the grip also. I think, as we all know, unplug Pakistan at your own peril, and today they were outstanding. I think England were messy in the field, and that helped Pakistan, and Pakistan got about 20 extra runs that England would have wanted them to get.
I mean, what makes Wahab Riaz so special, Anas? I mean, what is it about his bowling that makes him a standout bowler?
I think experience. I think the lads that they played in the bilateral series were talented young men, but I think this tournament has probably come a fraction early to them. I think they are the future, definitely. I see why they went down that road. But in a game like this, you need the experience of when to bowl the slower ball, when to bowl the slower ball bouncer, when to go to that Yorker. So big match player. So I think that's what Sarfaraz wanted around him in such a vital game.
And I mean, of course, when you look at the match, the turning point of the game was Jos Buttler's wicket, Rambo, and Mohammad Ahmed, again somebody who's been recalled, into the World Cup squad, got that all-important wicket.
Yeah, I mean, England fought tooth and nail in the end. It was a slower ball, the extra angle, creating a bit of uncertainty in that shot that he was executing, and a good precious catch, because had that been cross, it would have been all over for Pakistan. But what a player Buttler is. I mean, he deflects pressure by putting pressure on the opposition. He doesn't care about the situation. He will go in, he has his own particular plan, and he'll execute it, and he's got the freedom to do that and the skills really to do it. And that's the reason why England will always be a threat in this World Cup, because they'll invariably get 2 centurions in a 50-over contest, whereas others will rely on 1 centurion. England have got the firepower to go late in the innings and dent any opposition, and so they were very close of really getting over the line.
Interesting tactics by Pakistan to open the bowling with Shadab Khan.
It was interesting, and I thought it was brave from Sarfaraz, because the first couple of overs weren't great, and he could have easily said, right, I'm going to take you off, but he stuck with him, and he got the wicket in the end. It was a full delivery that Jason Roy tried to sweep. They've obviously learned from South Africa, who start with Imran Tahir. South Africa did it for Roy and ended up getting Bairstow out. And I think today Pakistan did it for Roy and got Roy out. I applaud Sarfaraz for the captaincy, because a weaker captain would have said, that didn't work, you're coming off. But he kept him on for another couple of overs, and he rewarded him with the wicket.
Even somebody like Mohammad Hafiz, I mean, we've seen the way he's performed today for Pakistan, Rambo. We know that he can add that all-rounder value towards the squad. I mean, how crucial was he today?
Yeah, very crucial. I mean, it was an all-round performance from him, and I think he announced himself in no uncertain terms by hitting the first ball for 4, stamping his authority. He's an excellent player of spin bowling, and his temperament was wonderful as well, because he played the pull shot. So England, who were hoping that Pakistan will wilt and wither away if you keep on bowling that shorter length, did not happen, because Pakistan played on a lovely pitch, and maybe not playing Plunkett did hurt England in the end, because Plunkett would have been superb in the middle phase of the innings when the charge was on. With his variations and experience, he could have exploited the weakness in Pakistan's charge. But Hafiz has been outstanding, and I think that demotion has actually worked for Pakistan. You know, putting him at that number 4 or 5 spot has actually worked well.
I mean, if you speak about England, Nas, I mean, where do you think that they lost the game in particular?
Easy. You usually ask difficult questions. That's an easy one. They're fielding. If you're getting outfielded by a Pakistan side, you know you've got problems, I have to say. And they got completely outfielded. From the ball one went out towards the Ratcliffe Road end, and Archer fumbled it. Third ball went past Morgan, went for 4. Roy drops one in the deep. And fielding is like a virus. Once it starts with one person, it spreads throughout the team. Vince came on as 12th man, fumbled. It was the worst fielding display I've seen from this England side for a long time, and that was on the back of their best fielding display against South Africa, against the Oval. They've got to be a little bit more consistent with their fielding.
But at least when you look at their batting, there were positives from there, because you had 2 guys scoring hundreds.
Yeah, I mean, you know, 350, 348, England would have been thinking, wow, at this ground they've chased 444 against this opposition. Root is a wonderful player. Root and Butler are a great combination. Root amazes me. It's a little bit like Babar Azam, actually. Every time you look up, he's getting runs. He very rarely fails. Batting's not supposed to be that easy. Today he converted his 50 into 100. And with Butler at the other end, England are always in the game. Until you get Josh Butler out, you have never won the game. Once they got Butler out, then Pakistan were favourites.
I mean, not many times that you see that, you know, like he rightly pointed out, that you see England is sloppy in the field. But, you know, so many positives for Pakistan, Rambo. Surely this will give them so much confidence, making them believe. But then again, you've got the likes of Josh Butler. You know, he's a freak, isn't he, Rambo?
Yeah, he is actually. He's a wonderful player. He hits the ball hard. Somehow he creates freedom to be the player that he is. He understands the situation so well, and he will keep on coming hard at you. He's relentless. He's got the talent really to pull it off as well. Regarding England's fielding, I think this is the World Cup stage. So this stage can get to any side, you know. And so I was hoping that England will get a stage fright. And it happened probably today, because in a bilateral series, you don't look at little points, but in a World Cup stage, a costly catch missed or a run out missed, chance missed, really affects the overall morale and how you perform as a team.
All right, let's see how they fare in the next one. We've got, of course, we're into the World Cup now, a couple of games into it, and you've got the points table there as well. West Indies sitting right at the top after that fantastic win over Pakistan. Pakistan's net run rate has increased after this win for them, and England is there as well with 2 points after having won one of their games.